What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, and today, let's have a look at Paradise Killer, which is billed as a first-person, open-world, explorative murder mystery game. Now, I've heard very good things about this game. It's developed by Kaizen Gameworks, who I don't believe has a single other title to their name. This is the very first game they ever developed, but I've heard a lot of good things. I just don't really know what the intricacies and details of those things are. I just have heard that this is a good game. Now, it's published by a publisher known as Fellow Traveler that you probably haven't heard of. They're a very low-key underground game publisher, but they actually have put out some pretty interesting stuff. You might have heard of things like Suzerain and Genesis Noir and Beacon Pines. Their latest game is called The Pale Beyond, and they started with a game that actually got quite a bit of noise back in 2014 called Screen Cheat. Not a lot of big games, a lot of underground indie sorts of games, but not the kind that like nobody else would be willing to pick up either. Just they're just kind of there to put out a lot of interesting titles, and I like publishers that do that. I feel like that's not done enough. Kind of in the same way that Devolver Digital operates, but obviously at a much smaller scale, as Devolver Digital is now one of the bigger publishers out there. But it's that admirable goal of trying to bring us better games that are, from studios that don't have a lot of funding, for instance, or might be smaller teams. But regardless, why don't we just jump on into this thing, Paradise Killer, which is on pretty much every single system imaginable, I think, except for Switch. Let's see. Oh, these are some interesting controls. So we got interact, crouch. Jump is set to the bumper. That's interesting. Torch, open starlight, AR vision, sprint. Okay, looks like we also have tracks that we can switch between. Let's look at our options here really fast. So, mature content. I mean, I am running a show on YouTube. Normally, I would probably put this on, but since this is YouTube, I think I'll just leave that off. Accessibility. Is there anything? I don't like screen shake very much. Is there motion blur? Hold on. It says something about motion blur at the top. Let's see. Choosing motion sickness. Assist will apply recommended settings to field of view. What does that mean exactly? I just want to get rid of motion blur because I think motion blur is a terrible thing that should never be in games. So I guess we'll just set that to assist. Or maybe that's in display. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm going to put this all the way to 0. I hate that. But I am going to up the field of view to about 100 if that's possible. Ray traced reflections. Interesting. I think this is the first PS5 game I played on the channel that actually has ray tracing. Okay, we'll just leave everything else as is and start ourselves a new investigation. Welcome, investigator. You will soon enter a paradise where fact and truth are not the same. Explore paradise in your own way and find your own truth. Paradise Killer has a wealth of accessibility options. Please tailor your experience to best suit your needs. Paradise Killer does not auto-save. You must use the save points on the island. Saving a record of your existence is free and easy and leads to a happier paradise. The Syndicate created the first Paradise Island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by leader Montserrat, the Syndicate attempted to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail, the islands die, and a new Paradise Island is born. The cycle repeats. So this is one of those time loop games because those are always really interesting. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love dies. The Syndicate's lead investigator is deceived by the god-damned Harmony. She endangered paradise. Her sentence is eternal exile. The island could not be saved. Demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of paradise. The island died. The citizen slaughter ritual took place. Another Paradise Island failed. This cycle always repeats. Okay. Lady Love dies, watched from exile in the idle lands as each island flourished and died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect until Henry Division, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. Citizens were once again slaughtered. The council began their meditation to end 24 and birth Perfect 25. Before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. Well, that's scary. Oh. The Way of Blood Bar. 25th Island Sequence. This is supposedly the perfect one. Ha 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 ha. The crime to end all crimes. This blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. This one definitely tastes of embers. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. They needed to. All right. So wait, we're going back to the 24th island sequence. Born at the longest tower, Britain in 81,000 of the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon. Syndicate's lead investigator after the damned hard me incident on Island 13. The Paradise Cycle unit was shut down, and Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Lands as punishment.
Another day in exile.
Oh, she just says the one thing? Okay. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still
I
here?
have a bad feeling about this.
All right. Bad feeling. So are we Lady Love? What the heck? Oh my gosh, that is tacky. Okay, so let's have a look around. All right, at least garish. Let's pick this up. Wistful photo obtained. The outside of the Paradise Cycle unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. Okay, so yes, I am her, which is interesting. Days since you were exiled. 3,004,769. Well, at that point, why are you still saying, oh, another day in exile? Wouldn't you have gone completely mad at this point? Portrait of me painted by Lydia before I was exiled. Well, you must treasure it. Okay, that is interesting. Lady Love dies. The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days. Can you taste it in the air? Don't make me repeat myself. This feels like it's going to be a bad day. Cool it, Love Dies. You're getting a call. A call? Oh, you're in for a treat. Used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down there. They need the investigation freak. Time to get back in the saddle, get out of the Idle Lands, and get back to work. Exile is over. Why is a demon in the Idle Lands? The name's Shin-Ukt Jagath. You can call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. You've got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, Love Dies. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're going to need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. That little runt said I need to find my laptop. Must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight is up by the barrier that overlooks the island. Okay, let's head on through. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say... okay, I am going to say she has taste, but I'm not going to say whether or not it's good taste. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Okay, well, we're moving through here. We're going to look at things, see if there's anything worth grabbing. What do we got here? Dulled percolator obtained. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. I don't know about that one, but I can jump here. Almost forgot how to do that. There is my sprint button. And actually, wow, you actually do move pretty quick. I don't like the acceleration on the turning, though, in the stick. That's a little bit strange. It's very slow ramp up. Well-read book obtained. A well-read book about an ex-gangster that decided to become a master of grilled chicken skewers. Well, I mean, it sounds like at least that guy's living the life, not going to lie. I'm going to just try not to stumble into the water here. So head up this way. Hello?
That's strange. Why?
Why is Starlight unlocked? Let's see. 3 million days up here, and now she's calling out to me. Investigator's best friend, Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. Starlight Investigation Assistant, Mega RAM Enhanced, LLD Custom Spec. Okay, let's let this thing initialize for a moment. What we got? All right, welcome to Starlight. Love Dies. Made the something about a goat. I don't know. I missed that part. How do I answer?
What the hell?
A phone call from Judge is unexpected. Lady Love Dies. Madness has overtaken the island. That happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born. Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. A killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. You need an investigator and you're in luck. My diary's pretty empty today. Lady Love Dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Your exile is over. The prison doors are open. Judge, the barrier's still up. Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. And you want me to just fall to the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for you.
Back into paradise.
All right, time to breathe life back into paradise. Let me grab this. Nightmare computer. This is a really weird game. I mean, I don't know if that was immediately obvious, but Network computer from the depths of space that uses a language born in a long dead world. Syndicate never upgrades. Starlight can emulate the OS and break down the components using the symbols, but I need to work out how they are used. I haven't seen the symbols before. Looks like a hieroglyph based on language. I need to find a clue to which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbol I need. I need to select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle. Okay, I can try to brute force. I mean, I guess I can just do that. Okay, there we go. Cool.
I'm
Easy.
glad to be back.
Hieroglyphics takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class. Looks like the language is divided into different groupings of symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the syndicate can decode these. They have keys coded to the specific machines they're
I have
allowed
a
to
bad
access.
feeling about this.
The data on the Nightmare computers is tamper-proof, sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There'll be more on the island that I can unlock. Judge said that they need me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead, and I need to find out the who, how, and why. Time to fall into a pit of crime, a leap of faith into the sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime. So I guess I can just step off and go? I see. And we're just up here. So she's been in that for the entire... Oh, well, okay. This game's got a sense of humor.
Paradise Killer.
I like it. I like it. Okay, we got a song, Breeze With You, and this is where I can change the songs. Okay, cool. Let's have a look around. Oh, we got furries. Okay, I like it. Like it. Got some goats. Got some bighorn sheep. I think it's just bighorn sheep. What else we got here? We got this man with a shuttlecock head. I think that's what that is. Something about beer, which sounds amazing right now. Demonic corruption also sounds equally as amazing. What do we got here in the trash can? Oh no, that's a vending machine thingy of some sort. What is that? A prize unit of currency, used by the syndicate. 1 blood crystal obtained. Okay, what can I look at that? All right. Something delicious new premium beer from Crimson Acid and Dead Nebula. Okay. Well, what do we got over here? I mean, I know there's a lady waiting over there. I will go talk to her in a minute. So I think that's a lady. Honestly, I'm just going to go with the person. I'm going to say them. This is electronically locked. I need to find a power switch for it. Well, what the hell? What do I do here? Okay, well, clearly this goes places way beyond here, so I probably have to come back and get this. I don't know. It's probably some beer. I'm fine. Hello! Lydia Daybreak. Lydia, it's been too long. Glad you're back, LD. Lydia Daybreak, your oldest friend. Born in Moana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001 under the sign of Beautiful Spectre. Syndicate's fairy woman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to New Island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of Beautiful Spectre, she enlisted in the army during her teens. Lydia became known as a Titan Killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate together. Thanks, Starlight. Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh? Been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. What did I miss? Evil stuff, LD. Last night was a killer. Council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is a killer got into their building and took a knife to him. How are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. Shouldn't have been exiled, LD. We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you to him. Well, was it you? Are you the killer? Can we wrap this up quickly? Straight into the investigating. I was partway through a drop-off at the Paradise Gates. You can check the logs. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from a hike. If you need a pickup, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since it's the end of the island, so you'll need to fire them up again. I already activated this phone for you in case you need to come back here. All right, Fairy Woman reporting for duty. Time to ride LD. Okay. Well, off we go, I suppose. Seatbelts on, LD. How was the exile? 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island now, back in the game. The old days. It's been so long since we rode together, Lydia. I miss these old days. I know. Us girls used to get shit done. It was fun back in the day. How you been? All good. Life's been relaxed. We got a cat. It's a Bengal. I called it Dagger. You still paint? Oh, something. Okay, something about painting. I might have pressed too much on the dialogue. I apologize. Each island is more beautiful than the last. More beautiful than the last. I like to capture them before they go. I like your perfume, by the way. Oh, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD. The blend is my own secret recipe. We're almost there. Go and speak to Judge. If you want to hang, I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. Getting the fire back? Never left. I was born to investigate. Go get him, LD. And yes, I know that they sometimes speak the lines, but I've gotten to the point where it's just like, I'm just going to read all the dialogue anyway because they're so freaking selective about it that there's really no point in me not doing that. So here we go. What's up, Judge? Good to see you, Justice, again. Birthplace, forgotten. Birth sign, forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believe so deeply in impartial justice that they scrub their ego and fuse themselves to the island, becoming Judge. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you navigate through the Sea of Truth already. Okay, island population. Paradise requires power and sacrifice. Judge.
Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Love Dies.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to adjust here in my chair before I get back to reading. Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Love Dies. The investigator is here. Tell me about the crime. Counselor dead, our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from us. The whole council were murdered at once? They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect new home, Perfect 25. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit. What time? Midnight, the holy hour, the hour of weird, the hour of... Judge, I get it. All of the council were murdered last night at midnight. Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle, a mass murderer in custody. Henry Division, a citizen possessed by a demon. He's killed before, a decade ago. He came back. We found the knife in his hand, the council's blood in his stomach. The oppressed rised up. Who would have thought? Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse, the brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there? The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only our leaders can open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. We cannot assess the slaughter. How did the killer get in? Truth waits for you in the shadows. Truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first holy seal. 2 of the finest God Justice Marshals stationed as guards as sentinels. I didn't really know that this was going to have so much dialogue to the point where it's practically a VN. If I did know that, I probably would have been a bit more, put more thought into like the voices I was giving characters. But, what are you going to do? Both butchered by the monster. Demonic sigils covered the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside him. Those same sigils are daubed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council's building. If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done. A new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red slick knife and a belly full of blood of the council members. In this instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is a dreadful murder.
The investigator is
I'm going to assume there are no eyewitnesses if it's a locked room murder. None that have come forward. Why would someone decapitate the syndicate now? Is it an interloper? A god? A desire of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife and a penthouse? A power play? A sicko killing for kicks? The world's a twisted place. It wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia. Who's running the show now? I installed architect Carmelina as the acting leader. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one? You remember KHX? Oh yeah, that's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Our master craftsman, what about him? He is missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. Okay. This is doubly concerning as he designed the second holy seal that protects the council. Suspect? Potential killer? If you can track the right truth through the darkened forest of secrecy, you might be able to prove it. Lady Love Dies. It's been a while since we needed you. The syndicate is in danger. You're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. The island will not give up its secrets easily. What is the truth? What are the facts? Are they the same? Evidence, testimony, they are yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did this. Crime cannot hide. Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the council. I have just updated Starlight with a blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and crime scene. Okay, blood sample attained. I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She has just unlocked her suspect module. Investigate, interrogate. Find the gold evidence in the silt of the island. When you are ready, bring them to me, and we'll begin the trials. Trials will determine the guilty. Assemble your facts and present the truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial and we will reveal you. Okay, yeah, you already said that. We can start the trials whenever you're ready. There'll be the climax of your investigation. You determine what the climax be. Ready to investigate. When love dies, all remains are facts. Duel across the sun. Yeah. Okay, got it. Crime details. Okay. Council murdered. Henry is found outside of the council building by Akiko. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found and the first seal guards are murdered. Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the paradise gates. Syndicate meeting is held in courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. Judge decrees that they are bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. Judge activates Starlight and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details end. Okay, lots of notes there. We got that blood sample of the weird guy. And I guess we're good, right? So I don't really want to talk to Judge. I need to get going then, I suppose. Do I just want to head out this way? I guess. Let's go. See what we got. All right, AR mode. Interesting. So we can see where everything's at. There's people to talk to, and we also got Shinji here. What's up, dude? I'm assuming that's supposed to be your dong hanging out, but it's all censored. I'm on Matevio time. He's also flipping people off. What now? Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? What now? I understand you got a lot on your plate at mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I feel for you. I really do. Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals, that currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. You mean stole? Not. No, he stole a lot of people's money. Not people. Rich people. Screw them, soulless bastards. Anyway, you'll need some currency to make it through this. Grease the wheels and all that. Point is, I've scattered the blood crystals around the island for you to find. A little game. A bit of fun. A little fun game. You need currency, right? Bribe a secret out of someone here. Bottle of whiskey there. You know. You and I have different definitions of fun. Potatoes, tomatoes. That's not right. Catch you later. He is such a freaking weirdo. Okay, well, I'm going to grab this then, because that's another one. Speaking of blood crystals, we can just grab those. What we got here? Save point. All right, well, I'm going to use that. I love just the stock photo of a freaking island. That's got to be like in the Cook Islands or something like that. That is so funny. Okay, well, I can use this to figure out where I'm supposed to go at any one time. We got a couple with exclamation points. Quite a few, actually, with exclamation points over them. I think I'm going to head this way first if possible. Did I just say possible? Possible. Sorry, I'm going to grab another blood crystal as I go. I only have 3 of those. So it looks like I can head this way. I want to go talk to the lady, not this dude. But hold on, we got this as well. Examine. The god dying from sadness is a sentient rock that drifted to Earth in the cosmic wake of the other gods, a renowned despair philosopher. That's just a rock. It's not a philosopher. Anyway, let's get to running. I'm going to actually head up this way and see what we can find here. Hello? Leader Montserrat. May the silent goat always walk with you. The last time I saw Montserrat was when I was exiled 3 million days ago. So that's him, huh? Oh, we're getting a little flashback here. The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned harmony. The god used you to enact the plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. I cannot believe you, of all people, let this happen. It breaks my heart. You served us so well and for so long. Do you have anything to say? I don't think anything I say will matter. You're unrepentant? Just realistic. You're not interested in the circumstances so long as you get your theatrics. You were the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. You were supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You'll be sent to the Idle Lands for the rest of your eternal life. The Paradise Psycho Unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Love Dies. We will never meet again. And technically that was true, because he's very dead. What's up, dude? Martial Guard.
What do you want, freak?
Let me in. To see Carmelina. She expecting you? I'd hope so. She should know the investigator is on the island. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 already has the suspect in custody. The crime is solved. Let's not do this. Just take me to see Carmelina. Whatever, freak. She waits in the throne room. All right. Let's see. Carmelina Silence. All right, Lady Love Dies. Architect Carmelina. Carmelina Silence, architect of the island sequences, born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th island sequence under the sign of Blood Dancer. Her parents were skilled island architects and taught her how to weave psychic will into structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. Romeo Silence was seduced by the god Cosmic Deceit and committed treason against the Syndicate. As part of his punishment, no member of the Silence family would ever be allowed on the council. Her mother was killed fighting to protect the council during the demonic invasion of the 9th island sequence. Exile wasn't permanent for the investigation freak or her little
The
computer.
investigator is here.
If the Syndicate needs me, I
have no
answer.
idea what you're talking
This is the
about.
worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council has been taken from us. Losing Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss that all of us in the Syndicate will struggle to overcome.
Crime is
I will make sure they're
I am
avenged.
the leader.
Your sentiment is superfluous. The killer has already been apprehended by the Grand Marshal.
Crime is
Is that the same Grand Marshal that allowed the alleged killer to escape? Don't sling accusations around on your first day out of prison. Why did Judge choose you to assume the
We
role
have
of
achieved
leader?
perfection.
Temporary leader. Don't forget
Craft
that.
is its own
The law
reward.
still stands. I am a servant, not a leader. The sins of my father still bind
like
me.
this.
That's what I don't get. Your father's punishment still stands. You shouldn't
We
be
have
on the
achieved
throne.
perfection.
You're out of the loop. The next island will be perfect, and I'm the architect. I will see us to the new island and then step aside. Any guarantee of that?
nonsense.
Law is law. The leader cannot overturn it without unanimous council backing. The marshals work for the council, not the leader. They will ensure the law is
Is
carried
its own
out.
reward.
I am an artist, a craftswoman. I have no desire to manage and administrate. These concrete halls are vessels for bureaucracy,
It is
not
bound
art.
to
I hope
say.
you can close this incident quickly. The island wants to die. Perfect 25 is coming. The murderer is in custody.
Paradise Killer.
Of course, I'll find the Paradise
Can I help
Killer.
you with anything?
Investigator, can I help you with anything? Let's see, case file. Let's see, suspicions. Your suspicions. Can you think of anyone that would want to strike against the
Tell me what you
council?
want.
Asking such a thing is dreadful, investigator. The prime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed. All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't think of anyone that would commit a crime like this. No suspicions at all?
We have achieved perfection.
Why would I? Perfect 25 is coming, and we're on the verge
We
of a
have
new
achieved
era. The
perfection.
future was bright for the syndicate before last night happened. Architect, what do you know about the crime last night? Only what we were told by the Grand Marshal in the crisis meeting. Henry broke free and murdered the council. Why would a citizen have enough motive and the ability to kill the council, breaching all of the holy seals? That's not for me to question. I'm surprised there's any question at all.
Investigator is here.
So you believe he
Do
did
your
it?
job.
Of course, and so should you. You're a disgrace. Finish this quickly, and maybe the next council will look favorably on you. Okay, well, let's see about this. So what do you know about KHX's disappearance? It's a mystery. I do hope nothing bad has happened to him. We always enjoyed talking. When did you last see him? A couple of weeks ago. My schedule became hectic as we closed down the island. And your alibi.
Where?
Where were you last
Craft
night?
is its own
Visiting
reward.
Witness. His role is to oversee the end of an island. The last moments are best enjoyed with an old friend. Do you often visit Witness? Not in recent times. Our paths diverged.
That's strange.
Then why last night? For so long, he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed, and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more
We have
endings
achieved
to watch.
perfection.
I wanted to say goodbye to old
Sure.
art. Time did you arrive? About 9 p.m. The logs on his apartment should be able to confirm that. Okay, that's her testimony. Make sure I check them. I'll save you a question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for crisis meeting sometime after midnight. Okay, I think that's everything. Case file work is not carried out. Yeah, all obtained evidence is stored in Starlight. Case files are opened automatically as you find evidence. Starlight will link each piece of evidence to the relevant suspect in each case file. Starlight will also update evidence as new facts are discovered. It's limited to tracking and categorization. The investigator must use their intuition and reasoning to define the truths. Since the first piece of evidence you required, Starlight will now display how the evidence is categorized. This is the only time this flow will be displayed. If you wish to see this flow every time you acquire evidence, please enable the evidence flow in the options menu. So we get to see that it gets popped up in the alibi. Motive, no evidence, and alibi breakers, no evidence. Okay, so we can always just go into there and check that out if we want to, but that's something to refer to, but I think we're good. May the sunlight go walk with you, and may you reach the moon. I don't know if that was an insult or not, but out we go. All right, see you, dude. Also, it is now nighttime. I want to just take a look around. There is... Oh, is that a blood crystal back there? I also didn't mean to turn the flashlight on. Or, excuse me, the torch. I mean, I know I'm from America, so we call it a flashlight. Sorry. But let's see. Okay, we got another guard over that way. Must be a different guard. That's why I was wondering it was in multiple places. But yeah, they've got guards at each station. So I suppose that kind of makes sense. Okay, let's go down here. This is like really confusing. I don't know what you could have possibly thought was perfect about this, but we'll just take that. Sequence 2, Memento obtained. Second on the sequence, a dreadful time. We learn of the demons and the stars, and they come for us. Okay. Is that like a rib cage of some sort? I keep looking around. We got another one of these. Take another blood crystal. And then we can go talking to more people. There's this person who's pretty close, but I don't know exactly how close. Okay, Nightmare Computer. Let's see. Is there anything I can do with this? Nightmare Computer's log activity in an area. They're normally set to see who passed through a door or access them. If I use Starlight to help me gain access, then I might be able to get some evidence. All right, so let's get to work. Okay, so we need a goat of some kind. I guess I'll do... Is this correct? I don't think so. Here, let's see. So which ones am I doing here? Do I want this one? Decoded 17%. We got that, but I think I'm missing a piece here. Can I get more? Nope, not really. Oh, there we go. I see now. Okay, that makes sense. So almost done. Now we'll just add those. Okay, for the skull, we're going to want... That's not the right one. This one? There we go. That looks more right. I'll get the pieces of the skull. Okay. I mean, it's pretty much the same setup as last time. So let me... Get the pieces of the goat in there. Nope, not those two. Hold on. Let's see. I'm losing my mind here. There we go. Okay. And then I need these ones as well. Is that horn correct? I think it is. Yeah, it's correct. It's correct. And then where is my other horn? This one. And then these. Okay, we're good. So we got it all deciphered. The logs of who entered and exiled the Syndicate HQ last night. There's only one route to the Council building, and it involves going through the Syndicate HQ. If Henry did escape and kill the Council, he'd have come through here. Let's see.
The investigator is
Architect
here.
Carmelina left the HQ early through this gate, so did Yuri. Doom Jazz didn't leave his clinic. Okay. Henry hasn't been logged coming through this gate. This is the only way he'd get to the Council building by himself. Is there another route he could have taken from his cell? Guess we'll have to find out. But that is something. We got some info there about going through there. So who is... I guess we'll go down this way. I got to figure out who Yuri is. You're down there. Okay. Now, how am I going to get down to you? And run around. Hello? Searching ghost. Are you here to take me away? Where? To the ritual. Are you a citizen? Am I? I was once, but now I don't know. I'm lost. You're still here even after the citizen slaughter ritual preceding the end of the island? Why? Maybe the gods rejected my sacrifice. I knew the ritual was coming. We all knew it, but it was sooner than expected. I thought we had a few more hours, so I left the house to go and find something I'd lost. And what was that? A stone that had fallen from my ring. It was something my wife gave me to celebrate our first lunar cycle together. It's got no value, but she just found it on the beach, but as we held it, our troubles seemed to fade. Being close to each other is all that mattered. When we got married, I had it placed in my wedding ring. It fell out a few days ago. So you're out looking for a stone? Yes, I needed that stone with me. Before I found it, the marshals came and took me to the ritual. Pleaded. I begged. I just needed a few more moments. I became so angry. If I couldn't find my stone, then at least let me see my family one last time. I was always told death would be peaceful, but that was a lie. How do you feel now? The anger has not dissipated, but I am still here. I am here for a reason. I must find my stone so I can rest. Will you help me? Sure. I mean, I guess I'll add that to like the side quest list. So that's something that we can log for later. So that's fun. What's up, Shinji? I'm going to just ignore you for a minute because I want to go take a look and talk to this person here. What's up, dude? Yuri! That's who I was looking for. One of the ones I was looking for. Cool. Secretary to the Architect. You're the famous investigation freak.
Is here.
I don't believe we've ever met before. Yuri Knight, Secretary to the Architect and the Fairy Woman's Handler, born in the Marble Chambers on Island Sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose. Yuri is new to the Syndicate and has quickly risen through the ranks. Can't believe in our darkest hour the judge called on you.
Thank you.
You're a charmer. I'm not here to make friends, freak. Evidently, I don't like sarcasm, freak. I understand you're secretary to Architect Carmelina and Lydia's handler during her fairy woman duties. Did you manage to deduce that? I think I'm making a few other deductions about you as it happens. And what might those be? I was raised better than that. Don't put too much faith in how you were raised, freak. It can hold you back. You broke free, did you? My parents were cowards. I'm not. It's not a big mystery to solve. Let's get to business. What do you want, freak?
Love dies.
No mention of grieving for our loss. Grieving is a sign of weakness. I said let's get to business. Stop dragging this out. All right, let's find out. Your alibi. Last night. Where were you last night? I was directing the Fairy Woman all night. Okay, from where? Here in the celebratory gardens. You often work in the gardens? My work last night didn't require a desk, and the gardens are beautiful when an island is ending.
Freak.
Any proof? No, freak. The gardens aren't covered by logs unlike the HQ.
Crime cannot
Give me your
hide.
phone, Yuri.
Got it.
I need to verify your location last night. You would have been making calls with it if you were directing Lydia. I'm under no obligation to give you my phone. I have important work to do with it.
I don't like this.
Not until I finish my important
The
work, you don't.
investigator
I
is
have
here.
jurisdiction here. I am the investigator Judge called on. You are obliged to assist my investigation, or I will haul you in front of Judge for obstruction. If you don't give me your phone, I will also assume that you have something to hide. Fine, whatever. Okay, we have a phone. Wasn't so hard, was it? Just do what you need to do and bring it
Glad to
back.
be back.
I just need to use the comms tower to verify the location of any calls made from this phone. Then you can have it back after the trial. Okay, let's see about other things. Carmelina's alibi. Did you see the architect last night? I saw the architect before I started my duties with the fairy woman. You should ask her about the time of the murder, though. I was here. Suspicions. Do you believe Henry did this?
Insufferable.
What an insufferable question. Of course he did it. The Grand Marshal has him in custody.
What the hell?
No suspicions of anyone else?
It's easy to
The Ellens are
ignore.
full of schemers. You know that. Want to drop it in it, Yuri? Dish the dirt on someone? What? Who's got a motive to kill the council,
Don't be
Yuri?
snide with me.
The killer is in a cell waiting to be executed. Let's say he isn't the killer then. He is.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
It's a thought experiment, Yuri. Play along. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive? Fine, I'll play along. You should investigate
hell?
Crimson. You gave that name up pretty easily. I've had my suspicions for a while. Why? Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? What would stop her from wanting more power now that she's blessed? She's too
That's
smug.
strange.
Seems tenuous. You're the investigation freak. Investigate. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to go talk to Crimson at some point. What could be her motive? Tell me about her. Traitorous idol. She peddles her secrets and destabilizes the syndicate. You're worried? Don't make me laugh. Has she got motive for killing the council? She has her own secrets. I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing. She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gunfighting demons. The next island is perfect. There won't be any more demonic invasions. I think she's trying to destabilize the island so we can have another go at playing soldier. Okay, that's his testimony. We'll have to keep that. You sure this isn't just about her blessing?
Got it.
What about it? You're jealous.
Make me laugh.
Your deductive skills have let you down,
Sure.
freak. I don't think they have. All right. I also got to ask about KHX. What do you know about his disappearance? He hasn't been seen for a few days, probably sleeping off a hangover. He was one of your old drinking crew, wasn't he? Isn't a missing syndicate member something of a concern for one of the people responsible for getting the syndicate off the island? I can only work with what I have. If he doesn't want to be picked up by the fairy woman, I can't help it. He's his own man.
Strange.
No concern or empathy.
Nothing on
What do you want from me? I can't care about everybody. It's exhausting. All right, well, we're done with you. You are a douche. You see a million eyes and you reach the moon. Okay, we're out of here. So, I guess I can have a look around now. We got Dead Nebula here. What do we got with this? Drink costs blood crystals. Should I use this? I'll just walk away. I don't want to actually spend my blood crystals as of right now. A whole lot of nothing down that way. So why don't we head on over... Gosh, everyone's so freaking far apart. Who's close to here, I guess? Got the ghost guy here. What is this? What do we got here? Splendid pamphlet attained. A pamphlet about the celebratory gardens. They are dedicated to Gregory Complex, the syndicate member responsible for weaving the broken timelines together several sequences ago. His sacrifice will be remembered. All right, and this is another save point here, and I think I'm actually going to use that. Interesting game, I gotta say. Wasn't expecting to get everything out of it that I did, but I mean, I'm interested in more. I mean, I know we've only looked at this for, what, a half hour, but there's definitely a lot going on with this place. The only problem with it is I feel like a lot of stuff is lost in censoring things, which I'm only doing for the sake of YouTube. Otherwise, I absolutely wouldn't do, but I know they'd probably get pretty picky about Shinji's dick hanging out behind that Triple X face over there. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the all-encompassing censor isn't really necessary. They could just, like, hide the nudity, but keep the swear. I don't freaking know. It's all weird. Regardless, with all that said, thank you all so very much for watching, guys. If you want to see more of this game, let me know. It's very peculiar. It's totally one of a kind. I mean, it's kind of got, like, a little bit of those Phoenix Wright elements, but it's also got, like, first-person exploration. Although I don't feel like I'm getting a whole lot out of the exploration so far, just sort of picking up lore and things of that nature. But, I mean, it's still something, and I'm sure we'd probably get a lot more as we continue throughout this game. But for right now, I'm going to say that's it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.